Today I'm going to tell you something that is probably going to shock and amaze a few of you. Despite my love of making self-indulgent YouTube videos, there are still some people out there on the planet Earth that are willing to go out in public with me and be my actual friend. That's true. I have real life friends. Friendship is a real thing in my life. Today's story is about my friends, kind of. And it's about the moment when your friends become more than your friends. Not your lovers, you sex maniac, whatever. When your friends become your family, because, you know, they support you and they love you so much, blah, blah, blah. This story is for my friends. It's called Driving Lessons, and it goes like this. Driving lessons. Cora liked to listen to the French radio station while she drove. She was in Waterloo, where her parents lived, practicing her parallel parking and three-point turns for her final driving test. The first time Cora had failed her driving test, she had gone into her bedroom and cried for half an hour. But the second time she had failed, she had had a party. On the Greyhound back to Toronto, she had texted everyone in her phone, and a third of them had been available to get drunk with her on a Tuesday afternoon. French music blaring, Cora picked up her friend Natalie and they drove through the town towards the highway. "I've tried every pizza topping at Pizza Pizza," Natalie said. "Tuna on pizza is surprisingly delicious." That summer, Cora had gone on a walk in Toronto and Natalie had gone on a walk in Kitchener, and they talked on the phone the whole walk. "I see the moon," Cora had said. I'm looking at it across the lake. It's almost a full moon." "I see it too," Natalie had said. "It's over a farmer's field, and oh my goodness, it's really beautiful." Now, they drove with the French music between them, through the town that Cora had grown up in. It was winter, and Natalie kept saying things like, "That turn was a little wide," or "You should probably start slowing down a little sooner at the lights." When they got to the beer store, Cora backed into a parking spot, and Natalie said it was perfect. Later, they went back to Natalie's house, and their friend Daniel was already there. Cora drank water, and Natalie and Daniel drank beer, and all three of them played cards. Natalie put on music, and Cora kept saying, "Write down the name of this song for me. What is the name of this song?" The next day, Cora found a note in her pocket which read, "Dear Cora, I'm pleased to present you the name of the song we are currently listening to at 12:48 a.m., Sunday, December 8th, 2013. Songs, Ohio, farewell transmission. Love always, Natalie." When it came time for Cora to go home, she pulled out of Natalie's driveway and practiced a parallel park behind Daniel's car. Daniel and Natalie stood outside watching. Cora was about to drive away, but Natalie ran up to the car and climbed into the passenger seat. "Try that again," she said. This time Daniel stood behind the car and directed while Cora spun the wheel. It was -18 outside, and Cora could see the white clouds of cigarettes and warm breath floating up in front of Daniel's face. "That was good," said Daniel, climbing into the back seat. "Now drive around and let's see if we can find another car." "I think I'm okay," Cora told him. "I still have all of tomorrow to practice." "Just drive," said Daniel. It was getting close to Christmas, and they found a house with a row of cars parked out front. Daniel got out of the car again and made sure Cora didn't hit the curb. "Good," Natalie kept saying. "You're doing a really good job." When Daniel got back into the car, 3 parallel parks later, his hands were purple from the cold. Cora wanted to take him back to Natalie's house, but he refused. "I want you to be able to do this and not worry about it," he told Cora. He blew into his hands and his fingers went from purple to white. "Do 3 more and then we'll go back." It was after 2 a.m. now, and Natalie directed Cora through the neighborhood side streets, past snowbanks and unlit Christmas lights. "Keep driving," Daniel shouted from the back seat. "You're going to pass your test this time, I promise." They still had the French music playing, and the heat blasting from the dashboard smelled like the coat closet at Cora's parents' house. Cora remembered being small and sitting in the back seat of the car beside her 2 brothers. It was late, and they were driving home from her grandparents' house. Cora was warm in her winter coat, and she fell asleep with her head on her older brother's shoulder. Now, both her grandparents were dead, but Daniel was there and Natalie was there, and they were driving through the snow in the middle of the night. "You can do this," Daniel shouted from the back seat. "You're doing a great job," said Natalie from the front seat. Cora backed up the car, slowly turning the wheel as she went. She wasn't thinking about driving anymore, or her test, or even about her grandparents. It was just the French music and the night and the voices of her 2 friends saying, "We believe in you, we believe in you, you're going to be great." The end of the story. That's called driving lessons about someone, possibly me, getting my driving license, which I did do after taking 11 tests. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.